Well, you mentioned something about using family members. Like you said, you had at that time 3 sons who were grown up, who were adults. So tell us a way, how did you utilize them? Because I'm sure everybody doesn't have the same way of caregiving. Like one son might have been squeamish and, oh no, I don't want to talk anything about blood. Another one might have been like, you know what? I'm the one who's going to be the driver. Did you do things like that?
Right. So you're going to have family members, whether it's siblings or children or whoever, you're going to have family members who can jump right in with you and get to work. And there are going to be others who, for whatever reason, are not going to show up. And they may say they're going to show up and then they don't,
Mhm.
because maybe they don't have the courage to say that they don't have the stomach for it or it's too hard for them. My advice is not to spend a lot of time worrying about what they say they can or can't do, but look at their behavior. If they're not showing up, that means they just can't do it. That doesn't mean they don't love that person too. They may love that person, but for whatever reason, they're not showing up in the way that you feel you need them to.
Mhm.
Fine. Figure out what they can do and ask them to do that. And if you're not sure, then ask them in what ways do they feel they want to contribute. Now, if you still don't get a response, then you leave them alone, because the truth is you don't have the time to spend trying to convince someone they should do something because you feel they should. You know, people make their own choices and they have to live with them. What I did was I would have meetings with my children, and still do today. I mean, you can call them town hall meetings, because I like to go back to, business principles and business vocabulary. But in business, we have town hall meetings where you bring everybody up to speed and cast the vision for the future. Well, we would do that with our kids and get them on a Zoom call and say, we want to give you an update on dad's condition. We want everyone to be informed as to what's going on. And so they grew up knowing that caring was part of their life and our lives, what we did. So getting them to help me is not hard. They've been helping me their whole life. I would suggest that if you are, even if you're not caring right now, caring for someone, that if you have adult children, that you start having those conversations with them. Because now that my husband's not here, we talk about my future, what it's going to be like if they have to care for me.
Mhm.
What needs do I have today now that I'm a widow?
Mhm.
It's important for them to know, because they don't have that perspective. They didn't grow up. I mean, they've never been a widow, so they don't know unless I tell them. And I feel as a parent, it's still my responsibility to teach my children. And you can do the same thing with your siblings if you're all caring together. Pick a date and time that works for everyone. And again, if you have someone who's being resistant, the date and time, then they can't say, you decided to meet on this day when I wasn't available. Then you pick the date and time. But get everyone on a call and have a conversation about, this is what's happening and what do you think we should do about it, and ask them to make commitments they can stick with, and hopefully that will work. If they can't make a commitment, then that's okay. Maybe they can be the person that prays for everyone else. Maybe they can be the person that just every now and then has an encouraging word for everyone else. So they're the one who plans the meeting so that everybody can come together. See if there's a possibility that they can do anything. And again, if not, you let them go.
If you just enjoyed that video, check out the longer version right here.